we're going to be talking about the solutions that we have for the juvenile justice system.
So, one of the solutions I believe that are one of the easier ones is taking the money that's being put into different detention centers and taking it and putting them into more different treatment centers and rehabilitation centers. I think it's something that could help the system a lot, and it's something that I think should be done currently right now.
Because another thing that you have to keep in mind is solving problems in the criminal justice system is not just solving one problem. Most problems that result in children that are traumatized or have some other family issue that makes them cause crime is caused by the criminal justice system a generation before. If you help correct a kid and his actions once, it's going to impact his children and the children next. It stops that generational trauma of the criminal justice system. So being able to rehabilitate just one child is going to have ballooning effects for a very long time to come.
Yeah, so with that, like the juvenile justice system currently is a bit of a cycle. You go from the juvenile justice system, you get out, and most of those kids struggle through life. And when they get out, they typically eventually get into the justice system itself and into prison. So it is a loop, and that can then affect their family. So just making it more reformative and trying to help out these kids, I think would make a big impact on society as a whole, and it would be able to just help fix a lot of families.
So, what's the next one? Like, what should I be talking about right now?
I can say like two things real quick.
Okay, okay.
Well, I think we some of the mother some of the things I think we need are more community-based services to serve the kids. I think that we need more treatment for. Damn, Max, stop fucking looking at me like
I actually didn't even mean to look at you. My camera was just flashing.
that. All right. I think that we need better alternatives to. I
Well,
think we
there's
need
nice
better
care
alternatives.
rehab, can they?
Putang ina mo. I think that we need better alternatives other than just detention facilities. I think we could use more community-based services to serve the kids in these. I think. I think we could use better alternatives other than just detention facilities, and we can use community-based services to serve the kids in these systems. I think we need better treatment for the kids in these systems because majority of them have one or more diagnosed disabilities.
Also, one solution is taking it before it happens. A lot of the ways that we can stop the prison or the school to prison pipeline is putting a wrench in the school aspect. If we fund schools that have a majority black and Latino population, it will it will help them stay out of prison and actually learn and actually put effort towards school. And if that's the case, if we give more funding to underfunded schools and give more funding to areas where the poverty rate is higher, it will definitely lower the crime rate because they have another avenue. They're not trapped in terms of life paths. So if you fund schools, it's going to heavily decrease the probability that someone will commit a crime in the future.
And then another issue on top of that that I think could also be fixed would be like the issue of families within like I guess the Black and Latino community. I know a lot of like families are missing like a parent or might be a single mother. So I just think like the nuclear family like really does help, and it is something that needs to kind of be addressed, because if you look at all the issues, while race does play a factor, I think that the family these people are growing up with also plays a huge factor too.
I also think we need to do a better job of how we handle the treatment inside of the facilities towards the kids, because we're seeing kids who are being sexually assaulted, physically abused, and they're just not living under the best conditions that they can, and it's taking away from their basic human rights. That'll conclude this episode of how we think we can solve the issues that are going on in this justice systems.